The good news about just now is that it isn't going to take us very long to learn this song, because once we get the tuning right, the chord shapes are really pretty easy and there aren't that many of them. So let's start with the tuning, then we'll run through the chord shapes, and then really it's strummed, it's not picked, so we can just very quickly lay down the general strum pattern, and I can leave you to it. So let's get into the tuning right now. You notice that I'm capoed at the 3rd fret. That's where we're going to be capoed, but I'll take the capo off now as we get into the tuning first of all. We're tuned to an open C tuning, open C major, and let's do it from the 1st string to the 6th string. Your 1st string stays on the note E. Your 2nd string, you want to tune it up 1 semitone to C. Your 3rd string stays as G. Your 4th string is tuned down to C. 5th string is tuned down to G. And the 6th string tuned way down to C. And then we capo back up to the 3rd fret, purely, I guess, he does it for his voice. It suits his voice best at the 3rd fret. So we'll learn it capoed at the 3rd fret, but then if you've seen my videos before, you'll know my thing on this. Obviously, put the capo wherever it suits your voice, or take it off completely if it suits your voice that way. Alright, the chords we're going to see in this song are C, and the C chord is all the open strings. Couldn't be easier. Let's not worry about the tab. The tab on strum songs is, I always think it's of limited value because it looks so precise about what you must hit, and actually this is all about just feeling a nice strum pattern. So I think we're going to find it easier to follow the song sheet here. And you can see that the 2nd chord on your song sheet is F with a 1 in brackets or parentheses. That's because there are going to be 2 different types of an F chord in this song. F1 is the 1st string 1st fret and the 3rd string 2nd fret and everything else open. It's technically not exactly an F chord, but we're not going to worry about that. The next chord, D minor 11, that looks complicated just from the chord name, but in fact it always comes after the F chord, and it involves leaving the 1st finger where it is, and then putting all 3 fingers, middle, ring and index, on the 2nd fret of the 6th, 5th and 4th strings. Could be a little bit of a squeeze in there, but it creates this wonderful chord. And that's the one we're calling D minor 11, again 1 in brackets, because there'll be a slight variation on that chord later in the song.